Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oh, wow, that I was trying to do tracking thing and I hate it. I hate it so much. What is going on? That mouth is awful. So why is it doing that? How about that? Oh, no, that's still weird. No, turn that off. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I think I said that already. Whatever. We're talking about past 10 a.m. Wouldn't daylight time, wouldn't it have been 9 a.m.? Was it because it was a minute after 10? The stream had started. If the stream is on and has the waiting screen at 10 a.m., it started. I'm like, that's what counts. You're in here. If the stream has started, I am here because the stream doesn't start. It doesn't go to the waiting soon unless I'm clicking buttons. So, I mean, I was looking at, I was watching the chat. I can see it. That's why the chat shows up on screen when it's doing starting soon. It wouldn't, if I didn't show up, it just wouldn't do anything. Sometimes I do if I'm faster at prepping in the morning. Sometimes I will start the waiting soon before 10 and then start at 10, but that's less and less common, especially today, because I forgot that we were gonna time change, and I woke up this morning, I'm like, why am I so fucking tired? It's like I even went to bed on time. Ugh. Good thing we're saving the daylight. Am I right? Ugh. God forbid we don't save all that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Oof. Oof. Hard enough to begin with, and then you gotta crawl into work, and it's like, ugh. That's rough. Damn. I don't much like opening. That was all. Well, no, I did both. Opening and closing are weird, but it's not like just a middle works. It seems great either. Ugh. Work in general, hell yeah. Oh, okay. You gotta get your cock in. Call TT RPG. Oh yeah. And I've been watching. I haven't been watching actual D&D content, but I got recommended some more XP level 3 videos recently, so I've been watching some D&D adjacent content. Mostly memes or bad homebrew. That's about as much role-playing content I've seen recently. I think I do. D&D memes just on like Twitter are pretty common, so I feel like I see those all the time. People do like their tabletop role-playing games. Oh, lost Dragon for a second. Hmm. It is interesting. I thought I was trying to do like a little like lip syncing thing with like the volume in my thing, because I realized that sometimes on stream, if I'm like looking the other way, my mouth doesn't move when I'm talking. But it doesn't look like I fixed that. They do indeed. They do indeed. It's nice every now and then. Kind of have a little bit of tabletop role playing game as a treat. Oh. Okay. Yeah, what do I got? I don't know. The only suggestion. Oh yeah, I have 300 subscribers. Woo! Thank you. Each and every subscriber. I mean, because like it's you know, that's every single number is, it's like, that's like every person's like 1/300th. That's not that small as far as like progression goes. That's like, I could comprehend that amount of people. It's a lot, but it's still like potentially individual. Proud to server. Proud to be served. Thank you. I do like that. It was funny. Oh wait, I can pull up like the stats. It was funny. The lead up took forever. I mean, you know, it's you know, impossible to control or whatever. But it was like, I was between like 290 and 300 for months, I swear. Which was kind of funny because people could be like, "Oh, you're almost at 300," and I'm like, "Yeah." But then hit 300, now we're at 303, and I'm like, "Really? We were at 298 for like at least 3 weeks," and I was like, "Really? We're just so close?" And then now we're like, boop. I'm like, "Fucking okay." Then it's arbitrary because like the difference between 298, 300, and 300 and 303 is like 2 and 3 people, which is like, this, I should be even happier now because there's just more people. But it was just looking at the 300 is nicer than 298. But yeah, the Elden Ring did okay, I guess. Some of it seemed less good, but I guess in the long run it worked out. Statistics are interesting. Yeah, the first Elden Ring video did pretty well. 71 views, 9 likes. Yeah, technically, yeah. Yeah, I got the... I didn't actually get an ending. But if I wanted to, I could have pressed like 2 buttons and got credits to roll. But I didn't do that. I could have though. I did beat all the bosses between me and the end of an Elden Ring playthrough. That does not include all bosses. Notably, there are some people in perhaps a Halig Tree location that I don't know if I really want to go and tackle at this time. But yes, technically yes. I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna need to do another playthrough this week because that was pain. That was painful. I think I want to go back through and play with like another weapon and try and detox from whatever that was. Because towards the end I was like, yo, Oh my god, wait. The torch is actually kind of good. And I think I might have just become lost in the sauce and was like, wait, no, torch is actually good. And then spent 10 minutes doing a boss and was like, but this is sick. So I think I need to go back through and maybe play with play with my normal build. Cause I need I don't know. I don't know. Towards the end I was getting kind of nasty with it. I slowly got progressively faster. Wait, oh, I want to. Okay, so I'm pretty sure like half the stream yesterday was just me doing Godskin duo. It was, I did Godskins for a long time yesterday. Okay, let's see. Oh, I guess I didn't start the stream in Godskin. Let's see. Okay, I started doing Godskin Nobles at like the first hour. Okay, an hour later and I was still doing it. Okay, Godskin Noble only took me 2 hours. I did do, oh, I mean a little less than 2 hours. Oh, and then how long did Malakath take? Malakath took an hour and a half. Well, you could round to 2 hours if you want. Shit. God, how long did Gideon take? Did Gideon take an hour? No way. Okay, Gideon only took half an hour. God, it felt longer than that. And then I did Godfrey for an hour. And then Elden Beast only took 30 minutes. I think I only had to do that one a couple times. But yeah, no, the last stream I did like 3 or 4 bosses. Oof. Oof. It was rough. But I don't know, some of it was kind of fun. Radagon with Torch was actually kind of legit. It was kind of fun. But that is part of, I'm like, I think maybe I had just gotten too deep and I was coping. I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. Because at that point, I needed to, you know, needed to justify it some way. What else do I got? I know not. Wow. I totally forgot about daylight savings. Because that is extra throwing me off. So tired. Oh, is that the one that has just the real person in it? Just the real actor. Arkham. Okay. Is that the city? No. I think I was thinking of the different game. Cause that was the Blades in the Dark. Never mind. I don't know. But it's a different one than I think I was thinking of. Arkham. Oh. Return to the haunted city. 2024, baby. Hardcover and PDF in 2024. Oh. Well, I was thinking of a third city. Is it the Blades in the Dark city? What's the one? Or was that a different? It was something else near when. No, it's because it's the one with the city where the people don't die. They were gonna go like steal the sun. What? Was that Blades in the Dark? Might be Doskville? Maybe? Okay. For some reason I looked up like a I tried to look up the source book you're talking about. The Arkham book, and I found an article that has like 3 sentences on it, and it's like the book's gonna come out, and it's got also 3 pictures, and one of the pictures is the audience at a convention center, and you could count on one hand the amount of people in the picture not looking at their phones. Wait, where is it? And I'm like, why did this picture is like not a good picture. Wait. Hang on. Oh. I'm like, I know I can switch them. Wait, what? PDF and hardcover. Ooh. That is nice. I'm glad that that's becoming like a thing. I'm like, look at this picture. Like phone. This guy's not looking at his phone. And I think this person's looking at this person. But like phone. I think these people might be talking to each other, but I feel like there might be a phone right here. Oh, these people are looking. I'm like this is, and like you can see these people looking at their phones. This person might be taking a picture. No, there's just a spotlight on them. But I'm like, this is the picture you chose? This is clearly not like, I'm pretty sure this is not when, I don't think there was an event going on the actual stage, because people are not engaged right now. But like, this is the pic you chose? You're like, we announced it at PAX. Look at the people. They're so excited. or maybe they were on stage right now and these people are just not into it. Maybe just as, I don't know, it's just funny. I was like, really? This is what you picked? Like, this is the whole article. It's like, it's coming out. The people want it. I don't know. I do like the hardcover and PDF. I want it. I need it. It is also though interesting then where it's like, yeah, it's funny that like in certain ways certain industries are going in like different directions, you know, where like video games are becoming less and less physical and more digital, and we're slowly losing the right to the physical thing. And then books are like, okay, actually they're moving more digital. They're like, people want the books and books are cool, but owning the physical copy entails you to owning it digitally. Now we're moving towards that direction, which is funny because video games are just like running in the opposite direction. They're like, no. You don't own anything physically, and also you don't even own access to the game physically. You are just paying for digital access for the amount of time we determine. Oh boy. Oh my god, yeah. Moving towards a subscription model. Whoa. I know, but it does feel like, you know, that's maybe just like the corporate thing, because yeah, they want to make money. But I like the, you know, more independent stuff is. Because it's like, I think that's supposed to be how it works, is that like the established things will slowly migrate towards making money, because that's what the long-term goal of like a business is. But then ideally there's enough competition from smaller things that are doing things that consumers like better, which is of course like in theory how it's supposed to work. Like, will it? I don't know. Game videos are just free. That is pretty nuts. That is pretty nuts. And then there's just like applications and stuff you can use to build and do your things. They're just like, we thought it would be cool. We thought it would be cool. Someone just really enjoyed what they doing what they love. That's nice. Good to see sometimes. Yeah. Hey, having gameplay related services being widely usable and accessible is very nice. That's a lot of pages. It's a lot of pages. You're like, for free? For free? Sheesh. That is a lot of pages. Maybe it was an accident. They're like, what? You set the price at $0? I made a mistake. I'm sure it's just on the internet. Massive press. Nowhere to go but up, pilots. Oh. So they do like, there's a pre-orders and stuff for other hard copy versions. That's fun. Lancer. I know I watched like 1 or 2 lore videos about Lancer like a month ago for some reason. I'm not sure why. My YouTube recommended, so I click button. 200+ subscribers. What are you gonna play now? Hello, Lily. I mean, I don't think my, well, I mean, I don't think my subscriber count has anything to do with what I'm playing. I mean, there is obviously a correlation between what you play and what people watch and what people will stick around for. But as far as my like plans go, I don't think it, I mean, if people had fun suggestions for like 300 milestone, that might have affected what I would play. But the only suggestion I heard, I think, about that was Fortnite, and I was like, nah, no thanks. I'm probably gonna play some more Elden Ring. You know, I am actually Roblox. True, I forgot about that. You know, damn, that is surprising that no one asked that. Pacific Drive, you know, that one is, it's floating around my periphery, but I guess I should probably find like an actual like gameplay video. Yeah, it's the like horror car sim. Dishonored. Oh, that one's on the list. Bullet hell, okay. I have never Robloxed. Not even, and I'm at this point I'm like, I'm going to try as much as possible to not. Yeah, the car mechanics, not the car mechanics, those are real people. I did see a little bit of that game and I was like, ooh, but I didn't see any of like the actual game after that. I stopped. I should check it out a little bit, maybe see if it's up. Congrats on 300. Thank you. I mean, it wasn't really me, it's mostly you guys. I just sat here. I didn't do anything. Thank you guys for 300. Because there's like, I count like 1, 2, 3, 4 people. If you subtracted 4 from 303, you would have 299. So I wouldn't be at 300 without the, oh my god, there's more. Happy 300. Thank you. I love you, random citizen. Woo! I know. Can I send little party things in the chat? I think I can. Look at that. I can celebrate too. Hell yeah. I have the power. I know, but like, that's crazy. It's real easy to like remove any random subscribers and not have made it to 300. So it does exemplify how important and thankful I am to each and every person, because single digits really add up right now. A little late. Well, I mean, the only reason I wasn't late is because my phone automatically does daylight savings time. If it didn't, I would be waking up right now. So It's a miracle that I'm here. Since it auto calculates, it worked out. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Timey-wimey. Yeah. It's, I mean, why is it still a thing? Because inertia, that's why we're here. Because people are like, we should change it, but we're like, but should we? But what's what we've been doing the whole time. Do a flip. Did I do a flip? Maybe it's because I looked away. Oh, almost. Yippee! 300, indeed, yes. Indeed. Big old 300. We are the 300. This is Sparta. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I can't. I kick, but I don't have tracking for that. I'm not a real, I don't have a real physical body for kicking. Yeah, I just got hands. Hands are for grabbing. That's about it. That's all I got. I don't know. And I don't have. The only actual plan I had today was that Nico had suggested going through like his history of video games, but I don't know if anyone else is interested in that. Dance instructors use your hands to represent what the legs do. Wait, I don't think I know what you mean. Like if I was like, do you have your legs go like this? I think I don't know what you mean, because I feel like what am I doing? I feel like the only dance instructor thing I've seen is like when they're facing away and they do both the upper body and lower body. One leg per hand. Oh no, that it did not like that. Oh, that was weird. One leg per hand. Because you're like, this is what your legs do. Wrestling ballet. I don't know if I know that. Okay, that's what I interpreted it as. I also didn't ask a clarifying question. It might have just been history of the games I played on channel and then talked about which ones I liked and didn't like. But I assumed it was like how like video game life. Yeah, it's like what I first started playing and then like went through. Only streamer gonna stick around and watch. Let's go. Oh yeah, Elden Ring. I did win multiple times in Elden Ring. Every victory is a win. I did get to the end of the game, if that's what the question was. Oh. Explain with words. I know I physically I'd have to like look up a video, but then I'm also like, I would search like dance instructor hands, and I'm like, I don't know if I could get to the correct thing. Is your video game good? Yeah, because it seemed like a good idea. But I'm like, I don't know if I would. Yeah. True, same. I like it. First video game. I know. So that's the hard thing is like, I think I can do broad terms, but like, I think. Let's see. Actually, because I should probably do a This is going to require, I think, a browser to do properly because my memory isn't that good. So I'm gonna have to try and look some stuff up, I think. It's like, do it on the fly. Okay, let's see. So if I go over here to window, because I think the first video game I have memory of was, I think it's called, what? Travels through time. I believe Oh, I do think Puzzle Pirates is in there. Puzzle Pirates is in there, but I do believe that Putt Putt and Freddy Fish. Oh, is it with an I? Okay, I don't remember which Freddy Fish I played. I do believe Putt Putt and Freddy Fish came first. Then Pitchrides. Oh. You know, I've seen a lot of Pitchrides. I don't know if I was ever actually playing Pitchrides myself. Scooby-Doo Plug and Play, Modern First Video Game. I don't think I know that one. Scooby-Doo Plug and Play. Oh my! It's got a joystick. Yo! I did play some of the Scooby-Doo mystery games, but I didn't have. There's like a yo. What? That's crazy. That's pretty sick. Do not try to search. Oh no! I know. I was like, that seems like I was like, my search terms are too vague. I'm like, I don't even know what come up. Damn! Look at that. Test mode. What is this? Damn, that's it was its own little game console. That's super sick. I had not heard of that. That's an epic idea. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I played a lot of Super Mario World. Yeah, I didn't start getting into Nintendo for a long time. Yeah, because it was like Dungeon Siege. We're getting there. We're getting there. I did, because it was like very young. There was like point and click mystery / adventure games. So there was like Putt Putt, Freddy Fish, Scooby-Doo, but like the puzzle ones. I didn't play any live action. No, not live actions. Action game Scooby-Doo for a while. Then there was I did play a lot of browser games with Flash. Yeah. Armor games and Congregate for sure. Oh, Benny's out of here. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by. Congregate, Armor games. Oh yeah. All the time. Dust. I played an actual game called Dust that was like with the sand and stuff, but that was a real game. Oh, with like the sugar, or like the one where you could just like drop stuff and there was like physics and water and things. And started gaming in 2020. Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, because it's like, I think I didn't hit the Flash game era for me until like really the computer lab era of my public school education. I think really is where that started, you know, bopping. But it was like I started with stuff like these games, and then there was Puzzle Pirates. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Now, I wasn't very good at Puzzle Pirates. Because I was still very young when Puzzle Pirates came around. So I couldn't really do the puzzles you needed to. I did a lot of carpentry because you could it was just fill the hole. So as long as you covered the things, I wasn't filling it accurately, but I could put that stuff on there because Like bilging and sales was actual match 3. And I could move things around until things matched, but I was not very good at that. And God, when it came sword fighting, the Tetris like, I got these screens a lot where I was just dead. That's I was not very good. But you know, the crew needed to be filled, so body in the bilge, baby. Yeah, it was a time before memory. But then okay, oh damn. So Dungeon Siege was like the first game that I played, and I played this game like this is not, that's Dungeon Siege 2. Yeah. It's sort of oh yeah, look at that pack mule. I'm trying to, it's sort of like, you know, it's a top-down action RPG thing. So it's kind of like your Diablo-esque game. It's a similar thing. We've got, you know, your little party of people, and you got your inventory and all your good stuff. And dude, the soundtrack to this game is such a banger. Bum 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 bum. So good, so good. Anyway, but also this was I could not read when I played this game. So the dialogue, I just pressed buttons. Thankfully, this game did not have meaningful dialogue choices, which meant that I was able to get through the dialogue. Also, the important dialogue was voice acted, so I knew what the NPCs were telling to me. I didn't know what I was saying to the NPCs though. And I did manage to brute force my way. That's Dungeon Siege 2. I did manage to brute force my way through the entire game without reading. But I also didn't understand math, so equipping the correct gear was not easy. So what I would do is I would get one of my sisters to come in. I'm like, hey, I've got this inventory full of shit. Is any of this stuff better? Are any of the numbers bigger? Or if I found a sword that was shinier and had sparkles, I'd put that on. And it worked well enough. And I crushed the evil at the heart of Castle Ebb. You know, I did. And I shit you not, it did have to do with so the enemies were called the Sec. Which is, if there are multiple, I don't know if you pluralize, but it was like there were I don't know, almost not even want to say it. Like, right, this is a, oh, it's hidden behind chat. This is a Sec, and there was sex in the dungeon. Good thing I was too young to, like, I don't know if this was an intentional, but it was the reality. I went and replayed this game a couple years ago, and I was like, huh. Oh yeah, Krugs are early game. Krug are baby mode. No, well, the Dark Forest, that's like pretty end game. Where here's the goblin from the goblin air at the swamp. You know, the Sparkle Sword was I thought very good, but in my second playthrough, when I got to that, I was like, yo, this sword is not good. But it was sparkly. Good game. But then, so Dungeon Siege 2 was I don't know if it's like technically next in line. Oh boy. But Like it was a sequel, but that game did have dialogue options. So I did have to learn to read to play this game if someone didn't want to sit there and read the dialogue options out to me. How's it going? It's going good. I'm just talking about video games, my favorite thing. But yeah, no, it was when I first started playing Dungeon Siege, I would have someone read the dialogue to me. But then that meant people could determine how much video game I played. And so I was like, shit, I gotta get on this reading thing. Because I'm like, this is untenable. I like people making me go outside and not play video game. Well, shit. I gotta figure out this reading thing. So yeah, Dungeon Siege 2 is why I learned to read. Fun fact. And so then I think around that era was also the hard thing is, so I know that I played Crash Bandicoot and also Spyro the Dragon. Yeah. Oh, that looks like AI art. Don't like that. I don't know exactly the chronological order of like Dungeon Siege to Spyro, Crash, Jak and Daxter as well. Although I don't have a lot of memories of, I think I played the first game of Jak and Daxter, but I played a lot of Jak 2. Or was it Jak? No, Jak 3 was in the desert. Jak 2, yeah. I played a lot of Jak 2. Or Ratchet and Clank. Sorry, yeah, is that the video? Is that the video one? It's spooky good. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank. I did play a lot of Ratchet and Clank, especially Spyro from Skylanders. Yeah, no, Spyro was a little. These are all games that I would. These are all action platformers. But yeah, no, the Sora thing was incredibly lifelike. If you look close enough, there are some small areas where like it's real close to being able to make live real-time footage. Whereas, yeah, 4 all-in-one. I played a shit ton of. Oh yeah, Up Your Arsenal was good, but also there's one called Deadlock. And I played a ton of that one. All of these games are actually old enough to get they're getting rebooted, so all of this footage is from the newer stuff. But yeah, these games are all like running around action platform games. And it's because my grandmother was something of a gamer. She played a lot of Crash, so she played 2D side scrollers, although Crash was not all 2D. There was 3D as well. But like she also played Rayman, I believe, which was also 2D, but she played a little bit of platformers. And so I think I don't know if I played a lot of these right off the bat, but I was definitely around while they were being played. So I definitely played a lot of Jak 2 as well as the Spyro sequels. But they did okay, actually. So there was a couple reboots. Cause so the original Spyro trilogy was Spyro, Ripto's Rage, and Year of the Dragon. But then okay. So Dawn of the Dragon I played a bunch of because they did this sort of, there was a standalone Xbox game that was like a Spyro reboot, and I played that, but then they rebooted it again, and they had this new trilogy with Elijah Wood that I played a bunch of. I think was there only 2 games though? But anyway, I played a ton of those, and I do think I would say that. Is there like list of games somewhere? No. Crypto's Rage. Oh, this is Series C Spyro. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this Spyro Reboot Trilogy. Oh, there's 3. Yeah, Legends of Spyro: A New Beginning. I would say I would credit this A New Beginning, I think, is the reason that I like speedrunning as a topic. Because all of a sudden I started just playing this game over and over and over again, and I got it down to where I could play the game in like 3 hours. And then I kind of moved on and did other stuff, and I didn't do the same sort of activities. But later when I discovered speedrunning, I was like, whoa, I almost was there. I like was having that idea at one point. I was like, what if I just like this game so much I played it over and over and again? But yeah, no, so I played a lot of Spyro. Action platformer. Ape Escape. Right, let's see. I think I've heard that name. Oh, look at that. I have not played any of these games. Look at that dude. Look at these guys. Look at these silly little dudes. Oh yeah. Action platformers are great. That is the Mario cream of the crop. It was a vastly popular. Oh, look at that. They've escaped into reality. Yeah, that's sort of, that is how most games go. You're like, oh, it looked real, and then you look at it and you're like, oh, good lord. My imagination was just more vivid as a child. Or just when a new game comes out and it looks better than previous games, then it stays in your memory like that. You're like, no, it looked good. It looked good. But then you go back and you're like, oh shit, it did not look good. But then, like, at this point in the, like, video game history, we're still, like, pretty, there's like 4K. Oh yeah, I mean, everything was it looked like, it was almost like real life. There are I have played a lot of video games. But I'm hitting like the high points, maybe, kind of. And so I think, let's see, I think the next thing I should hit is this. So there's this game that came out called Demigod, and of that, yeah, you're gonna have to do a better search than that, idiot. Because I believe it was by Gas Powered Games, which I believe was the same developer behind Dungeon Siege. Yes. So, since my dad was also a fan of Dungeon Siege and those developers, he got this game. But then he didn't like it. So then I was like, I would play video game. I always like playing new video game. So I started playing this video game. It was supposed to be a multiplayer online battle arena game. MOBA for short, for an acronym. And I played a bunch of this single player. I didn't play any of this online. but I really liked it. It was kind of fun. It was like it was this big old map, and it was like 2 teams, and they'd have there was like these paths between the like bases, and the bases would spawn little like armies of dudes that would march along, and you would go and you would march with you could upgrade your minions. You could like empower your armies, and then you would go and kill their bases and then blow stuff up and spawn better minions and kill things. And so I played a bunch of this game single player. Solo. Wow, I've mixed solo and single player together. But it turns out that another game was coming out after this that was in a similar genre. Well, actually, so after this game, my dad was like, oh, well, there's a game that's similar to this called Heroes of Newerth. Now, this game was also in the same genre, but this game was online almost exclusively. And this is the first game that I encountered toxicity. And also, it had in-game voice chat. So one day I was playing this, and there was just a man talking out of my PC, and that was weird. But I was still not very good at video games at this point, really, as far as like multiplayer goes. But this game was like really toxic. So another game was coming out really close after this, and that game was called League of Legends. So you might have heard of this one. So this was the pipeline. The MOBA genre is in fact based off of Defense of the Ancients, Dota 2. So that's how I got here. And so I think I started playing this in like 2011. When was LOL Nocturne release? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's 2011. I was right. Because I started playing like a week before Nocturne came out. So I started playing, God, it's like 5 days from now. Maybe I started playing this day 13 years ago. But anyway, I remember playing like the week of when, because they used to have a thing where when a new champion would come out, the next week they'd be free for a week, so that you could try them and like want to buy them. And I played Nocturne when he was free, so I know that it was around there. Never played League. Watch Friends. Again, there's another level of toxic. It can be pretty toxic. It has nothing on Heroes of Newerth. Han was bad. But yeah, no, League of Legends is, if you compare League of Legends to like Stardew Valley, it's gonna be pretty toxic. Compared to Call of Duty, and I think it's about on par. Especially like Xbox Call of Duty lobbies back, you know, like but yeah, no. I didn't play like a lot of the PvP. I played bots to level 30 in League of Legends back when level 30 was the cap. Because I was still pretty not very good. But I will say League of Legends is a notable video game career, because I've been playing League of Legends pretty consistently for the past 13 years. So that's a mainstay. Because like I played all sorts of other stuff at this point, but like at this point, right? At this point in my life, I had toes in a ton of genres, and these are most of the genres that I still like to this day, where it's like action platformers, fun, love those. ARPGs, Dungeon Siege, Diablo, Path of Exile, etc. Hey Nico, I'm doing my history of video games. Sorry, you might have missed some of the beginning, but it'll be here on rewatch. Because it's like at this point, this is we've hit like 2011 era, and I think almost all of my main video game preferences have been solidified, I think. Because it's like I started playing Diablo games. So like I like Diablo 3. Diablo 4 I didn't like as much as I thought I would. Diablo 3 was I really liked. Played a ton of that. And like I still play other games of the genre, because then it's a big skip from now until, because so I mean like I think maybe the next thing to talk about is probably Dragon Age. Oh no. Actually, first we gotta hit Oblivion. Okay. Oblivion game. I don't have a huge library. Well, technically, my library is wonky because my actual library is split between so many different mediums that it would be really hard to catalog at this point, because it's like I've got some cases for PS4 sitting right here. I've got my Steam. I have like, you know, there's PS1, PS2. I didn't play PS3. At one point, so I have played some Wii games. Wii, that's the only. Oh, and then I have a Switch. I have some Switch games. I played Pokemon. Oh shit, I forgot about Pokemon. Oh shit. I forgot about Pokemon. Because that was, what's the, Game Boy Advance, I think? No, it was not this one. Oh, Game Boy Advance SP. Fucking what? It was this little flip one. Can I see like the Wikipedia article? Oh, am I in shop? No. Anyway, but so I did play Pokemon. Oh God, I forgot about Pokemon. Shit. PSP, PS4, nice. Yeah, I played Pokemon. That was basically my only Nintendo. I played Fire Red. I played Ruby. I played Black and Black 2. And I think those are the Pokemon games I played. But like I played Pokemon semi-consistently, but that was really my only, like I got a DS with Dialga and Palkia on it. I forgot about Diamond and Pearl. I played Diamond. What? I forgot about Diamond and Pearl. What the fuck? Anyway, I played Pokemon semi-consistently, but other than that, I was very much more Xbox and PlayStation. Because I played PS1, PS2, not PS3. Xbox 360, Xbone, Platinum. Oh, I never played Platinum. My sister played a reboot of Platinum, I think. But yeah, okay, Oblivion. Oblivion was my first RPG. it was my first Bethesda. But it was like, as far as like actual like player driven role playing, Oblivion was my first one. Playing this bad boy on the 360. I played the shit out of this. But I did accidentally become a vampire, which really was sort of nasty in Oblivion. And it really fucked me up. And then my save got corrupted, so I lost it. So that was rough. So I did start, in a lot of games I'll have more than one save file that I'll switch back and forth between so that I only lose a certain amount of hours. Although games have gotten better about that, so also my skepticism has lowered because it doesn't happen as much anymore. But I played a ton of Oblivion. And so because of Oblivion, I also started playing Dragon Age. Oblivion looks like such a goofy game. I mean, in terms of like, if you compare it to modern day games of the exact same genre, Oblivion is pretty goofy, but at the time it was basically cutting edge fantasy simulation. Like, this game was so ahead of its time. Cause like, you compare it to, I mean, honestly, at this point, Skyrim is probably closer to Oblivion's release now than it is to today, which is really sad. But oh, well, yeah, because Oblivion is not balanced in almost any way, which is actually super cool because I was not quite brain enough to do anything. Yeah, Oblivion portals, scary as hell. I mean, once you understood game mechanics, you could break things less so, but it's like, so I was still not very great at gaming at this point. I was still in my training arc. But like, my sister figured out that in this game, there's an invisibility spell, and you could just run through all the Oblivion portals. You could, like, what are they gonna do? You just stealth to the portal, take the sigil out, and the whole thing closes. Like, she's like, what? Yeah, what? The demon's gonna kill me while I'm invisible? It's like, you could, and so like, because one of the things you can do in this game is you can make yourself 100% permanently invisible by putting enough camouflage or chameleon or something. There's things you can enchant, jewelry. You can do a ton of really broken stuff in this game, but I think that's actually super fun because it's like, there are in-world magics that are really strong and you can use them yourself and like do things. It's like a really great sim thing. Yeah, you could just be like, what if I used all my mana to make a boosh? Like, it still is somehow maybe ahead of its time a little bit. This was a great one. But this sort of got into the RPG pipeline. So then I got into BioWare games. Dragon Age Origins, baby. And so oh my god, wait, I forgot about, oh shit. Actually, so, oh my god, I forgot about Knights of the Republic. Oh shit. I've played too many video games. I don't remember. Oh no. Okay. Wait, when? Oh no. This probably came before. Shit. Oh no. played too many video games. Anyway, these were very character-driven RPG games. BioWare, old BioWare. Chef's Kiss, incredible. Yeah, I know. I'm like, the next Elder Scrolls game, I'm like, oh, fingers crossed, please, please. Number 1, please come out eventually, and number 2, be good, or I don't know. Yeah. So I haven't talked about Skyrim, of course. But like, who hasn't played a version of Skyrim? But Skyrim, I think, to me, is interesting because I think Skyrim was one of the first games that I was hyped for the release of. Because it was, I have distinct memories of, there was in my middle school library, there was this like gaming magazine that had an article about Skyrim. And one of the things that I think of every time I think of Skyrim is I had a friend and we would go and we would read the article like every day. I mean, I don't think it was every day, but we read it a lot. It was a good time. It was like, there wasn't information. There weren't like YouTube speculations or like news. I mean, YouTube probably existed at that time, but like, we're like, oh my god, you're gonna be a dragonborn and you're gonna have like dragon powers and like, look at the thing. Yeah, it was good. It was good stuff. Yet to play Skyrim. Well, there are like 12 different versions for you to choose from. I think it's, you know, it's on everything at this point. But Skyrim it's really good. You should play it. It's, yeah, 2011. Look at that. Jesus. Because that was only 5 years after Oblivion. It took 5 years after Oblivion to make Skyrim. Another banger. Not quite as, there wasn't as much broken stuff. So it was really good in a kind of different way. Now that I'm thinking about it, which is impressive because it's like Oblivion still holds up even compared to Skyrim because they're sort of different vibes. But Skyrim is still one of the best of its lineage as far as gameplay genres go. As far as fantasy, first person, RPG, first person, third person, whatever. It's very good. But it's been 13 years and we do not have the sequel. Damn. That's crazy. It's been longer now than it has. Oof. Serious run of it, then mod for a stream. Yeah, you could. I personally have only done like a teeny bit of modding for Skyrim. It's cool there is a scene for it. I played most of my Skyrim on 360, so there was not a modding scene on console. But I have played a little bit. I would say a vast majority of my Skyrim is from console. But that I think I did get. Oops. I did put another 60 hours on PC, so I've played a little bit. But yeah, and I'm like, so with the exception of if there's a, for me, my opinion personally for games is like, if a game comes out if there is a consensus that there are some mods that like vastly improve the functionality of a game, like if someone's like, there's a mod that has fixes where it's like you don't crash and it gets like, you know, it gets rid of some visual bugs, that's a mod I would be like, if someone's like, I'm gonna go play this 10-year-old game and the community is like, run these 3 mods, it makes the game playable physically, like stuff, those are okay. But like I would never endorse playing a modded version of a game off the bat in any other circumstances, because I that's just me though, but I'm like, personally, like, why would you you know, like, but yeah, I'm like, because I feel like some people are kind of do something like, what? But yeah, no. Sky UI, I'm not sure I know that one specifically. Wait, let's see. Let's see. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes. I've seen this one. Okay. I've never. Oh. Oh, look at that. Oh. That's pretty good. Huh. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure there's plenty of like videos and stuff that probably have like the recommended. Can't play the game without a mod. I mean, like, it's like they're either games that you technically can play, but like they're like, you know, like fixes. Oh, you do love a mod that plays well with other mods. Oh, Dragon Age, so good, so good. Oh yeah, mods are great. Like, so, because an example, I tried playing Dragon Age on stream this year, and the original Dragon Age Origins on the PC ran really bad. It crashed constantly. And I tried to find a fix for it, but I didn't really find one. Sky RE, I'm like, I don't know. I'm not. Is that the one with like the different starting things? Whoa. Oh, the perks. I think oh. I played at least one overhaul of the perks playthrough. Because I played at least one thing that had some crazy perks. I don't know if this is the one I played. I'm not sure. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That does sound pretty sweet. Well, yeah, they until killed. That's good enough. That's good enough. Cause like, damn, yeah. So I was Dragon Age Origins was like as because in the progression, it was the next step towards story RPG. Because this is like, you could play and make decisions and romance characters and stuff. And so that was like another big genre step. Infinite skeletons. You just make a skeleton army. I mean, I bet as soon as you encounter one like hag raven with a explosive, and all of a sudden 20 of your skeletons get blasted. That'd be rough. But I'm like, so I'm trying to remember how it happened, but it was, so it's like I played through Dragon Age 2, and then Dragon Age 3. Dragon Age Origins is my favorite. Dragon Age 2 is my second favorite. And Dragon Age Inquisition is technically my least favorite. The Dragon Age is interesting because often you'll find a lot of people that say Dragon Age 2 was bad. Dragon Age 2, the characters in that game are so good. They are so good. Hey, thank you for stopping by from work. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. I'm trying to, oh, hey. A lot less RPG focused. Well, Inquisition is a really good game. The combat's good, the RPG is good, the story is good, the open world is good. I found the characters in that game to be boring in comparison to its predecessors. It's a really good game. The gameplay, like the RPG elements, I think they're all there. It's all really good. It just doesn't have the heart that its predecessors did. Because like because some of the issue things about the trilogy, so Dragon Age Origins is incredible. It has really old school RPG combat that's kind of complicated, but it's good. The characters are excellent. The story is good. It's perfect, nearly, except for being like playable on modern appliances. Dragon Age 2, the combat was not as good. They sort of pulled the combat back, and it got a little they messed up a little bit there, and the maps were not as good. They repeated a lot of stuff, so it wasn't as unique. They maybe didn't as much time, but the characters and the storytelling were just as good, if not better. The characters in that game are awesome. It's like edgy teen Dragon Age. It's so fun. They're so fun. But then the 3, they brought back the good combat from the first game, but they updated it, and it feels good and fresh and new and epic. But the characters are just adult, boring people. It's just like, they're just kind of like, oh, we're just, it's like the characters in the first game are just like fun, unique characters. Then Dragon Age 2, they got like edgy teen a little bit. And then, but to me, 3 is just like 40-year-old schmucks, which is like, you know, nothing against being like a well put together adult, but it's not very interesting. Because I'm like, I don't know. They're just like sort of not very gripping. I don't know. That's just my... Dragon Age Inquisition was really good, but it did not quite meet my expectations, but it was still very good. I still put in hundreds of hours into that. But then I think the next notable step in my gameplay journey is Dark Souls. And I'm fairly certain I know what happened in that trajectory, because so I'd heard about Dark Souls, right? Because this was pre Dark Souls 3. This was before that game came out. So like it wasn't as popular as it is now on the internet. Like everyone knows Elden Ring. And like it wasn't quite as mainstream. But I had heard about it. Like it was around, because Dark Souls 1 and 2 had already come out. So I played, because of League of Legends, I got excited for and played a game called Heroes of the Storm, which was Blizzard's MOBA. So it had all their Diablo, Warcraft, Starcraft. Because oh shit, I forgot about Starcraft. I played a ton of Starcraft. Shit. Whoops. Damn, when was that? Damn. I forgot the RTS. I forgot the RTS genre. Oh god, because what's it called? Age of Empires. Damn it. Dude. And like this Age of Empires, like literally Age of Empires, the game, the first one. Oh, and then also, because there was, so I played a decent number of RTS games, not like online, because I was not any good. Like Age of Empires, Starcraft, oh god, what's that game called? There was a Lord of the Rings RTS. Oh, Battle for Middle-earth. So I played the Lord of the Rings RTS games. There was 2 of these. They were dope. They had very different styles. Like the first one had this like ring settlement thing where you'd put buildings down. It's kind of unique. Then the second one was more standard, where you could just build where you wanted. I played a lot of these. Oh god. Oh, I also played there's a game called The Settlers. But like not this newfangled looking people. It was like where is I'm trying no 7? No. 3? No. Is it called like Anniversary? Yeah, here we go. Settlers 2. Settlers 2 Anniversary. It was like it was a city building game where you had like these little roads and then people would go and do stuff. Cause oh god, I forgot. Cause I do like RTSs and city builder games. And that's where this comes from. Oh god, I've played way too many video games. Oh, right, I was talking about, okay, sorry. Here's the Storm. Not only did I like MOBAs, I also liked a lot of the IPs because I had played Diablo and StarCraft. Never played World of Warcraft or Warcraft for some reason. But anyway, I was hyped for this. So I played in the beta for Here's the Storm. And I played a ton of it. And because of Heroes of the Storm, I started watching a creator on YouTube called MF Pallytime. And he played a lot of Heroes of the Storm. He also played Dark Souls. So I watched some Dark Souls content. And I was like, this looks kind of fun. That looks kind of legit. So I played Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin edition, for Xbox 360. And it was pretty rough. I didn't do the DLCs because I didn't know they existed. But then I got a copy and I played Dark Souls 1. I didn't have the DLC for that. I just got the copy of the game. No DLC edition. And then I was super hyped, and so I played Dark Souls 3 when it came out. And it was one I finally got to experience as it unfolded. And that was super cool. And that one was like, boom. Once I played Dark Souls 3, like, day one, and got to, experience the community going through a Souls game for the first time, and like learning stuff and doing things and finding things and exploring stuff, then I was like, oh my god. And then I went back and I played the DLC for Dark Souls 2, and then went and played the DLC for Dark Souls 1, and I went through and I played a bunch of those games over and over and over again. And so then I was omega hyped for Elden Ring. But then I've played tons of Souls likes from that point. And of course, now that I'm sitting here, I'm like, I've played a ton. I'm like, name one. I mean, it's like I've played like, like the Lords of the Fallen game. What else have I got? I've Lies of P. That's great. But those are more recent ones. Those ones are on stream as well. Oh, Remnant. That's a good one to talk about. So Remnant is a like third-person shooter Souls-like game. So Remnant from the Ashes was the first one. And then there was Remnant 2. Also, one of the great things about Remnant is the developers are goated. They made a really awesome game, and they put little secrets in there. Inspiration. It's good. I like Souls likes, and so but that's where that comes from. Remnant's a great example of that. That's a great example. Totally forgot. You forgot about Remnant? Well, Remnant 2 is out, baby. If you ever need a little check a little bit of that content out, I have a ton of Remnant stuff on the channel. Not a lot of 1. I don't know if I have a lot of 1 on the channel. I have like hundreds of hours of Remnant 2 on YouTube here, including a melee only video. Yeah, because I have 148 hours in Remnant 2 on Steam. That's not as many as I thought it was. Remnant from the Ashes, 213. I will play more Remnant 2 as the DLC comes out. There's still 2 more DLC for Remnant 2 yet to come out, which is gonna be sick. Oh, yeah, Salt and Sanctuary. That's a good Souls-like. 2D Souls-like. Oh, yeah, like Hollow Knight is kind of Souls-like, but it's sort of its own thing. Souls-like Metroidvania. It's more Metroidvania than Souls-like. What am I talking about? Melee only, so watch. I'm glad you enjoyed. That was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. Did do it though. But I would, cause like I if I had gotten, oh man, yeah. See, this is what I was talking about when Nico first was like, hey, you should do like a history, and I was like, oh god, I'd need to put down like it would probably be kind of interesting. I bet I could do like a map, a timeline with games and then like branching interest genre routes, because I do think that Settlers was sort of the impetus for the RTS city building genre, because like I played I Lord of the Rings like that, RTS, StarCraft things, because there's definitely the stuff I like today definitely has ties back to games I played a long time ago. And there was like a lot of reasons that I like playing RTSs or city builders now. But I think this is a good broad overview of a lot of the genres. I think I've probably missed some stuff, given that there's apparently I've played a lot of video games. Oh, I mean, oh shit. Okay. So there's also this game called Minecraft. Oh my god. So, because another notable genre of game, crafting survival games, like the Enshrouded game I just played, or things like Valheim, V Rising, Ark, Pal World, etc. Stems from the OG Minecraft. Which took place around the Skyrim era for me. As well. Damn. Jesus. Which is why, so the funny thing is, when people ask, they're like, what games do you like to play? Generally, my answer to that is, well, I don't play fighting games or battle royales or horror. So, and because at this point, it's pretty, and like card games, I've dabbled, but they don't really hold me nearly as much as others. Whereas like at this point, it's sort of easier for me to go, these are the things I don't play, because at this point it's a lot to remember all the stuff that I do like to play. I did play Resident Evil 2 remake. I think it was 2. I should check. Was it 3? Shit. I don't even remember. I'm like, I gotta look it up. Yeah, it was 2. It was 2. I knew it. I remembered. I know what games I played. Easy. But yeah, no, horror generally is not like, because I attempted to play BioShock, and BioShock Infinite, but I don't really love games with like limited ammo. Oh my god, I forgot about Halo. I've played way too many video games, and life is way complicated. So I played all the Halo games, except for I still haven't played the campaign for what's the new one, Halo Infinite, because I played the multiplayer when they released it for free, And then they were like, the campaign's coming later. Only Halo played was Infinite. Lol. Oh damn. But the campaign for Halo Infinite? Because that was, they came out and they're like, yeah, there's no split screen, and I'm like, no, actually there was no co-op at all. Not even, I don't think there was even, you couldn't even, let alone split screen. I think there just was no co-op, and I was like, fuck that. Or maybe there was co-op, I don't remember. Oh, the free multiplayer. Yeah. Free multiplayer was pretty good. I played that and I was like, oh, yeah, it seems like Halo. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, hey, trying stuff for free, that's like the best price. But oh my God, yeah, so I played a ton. Halo 3, woo! Played a ton of it. Halo 3 and 4, I played a ton of. 5, liked a little bit less. Halo on 360. Oh, maybe that was Halo 3. Because that sounds like 360 era. Halo 3 is so good. On Reach, so yeah, because I've played all the campaigns that you can possibly play co-op split screen. Co-op split screen. Yeah, dude, Halo 3 is fucking good. Reach is good. That is, Reach is my favorite, like, encompassed campaign. Halo 3 and Reach are pretty close for me, I think, but the fact that Reach is a all-in-one story is so good, and the characters are so good in that game, which the other games don't have quite the same. Like 3 is good, but it also is you know, it's more part of stuff. Halo 2 is peak nostalgia. You know, so Halo 2 is the last game I played. I think I played Halo 2 after Halo 4 somehow, because I just didn't have a copy of it. I just physically didn't have a copy of Halo 2. And I was like, wait, hang on, I missed one. Because Halo, well, no, I played the first Halo and then 3. Never touched Halo 4. Halo 4 is good. Halo 4 is good. Especially in comparison to 5. Because 4 compared to 3 is like, but compared to 5, you're like, oh my God, Halo 4 fucking slaps. Box has some Halo books. Damn. And you're like, no, they were worth something. That's classic. Because I liked Halo 4, but I was also more naive. Halo 4 was cool. It's not exactly as worthy a predecessor of 3 as it could have been, but like as far as sequels go for Halo, they've done much worse. So I liked it at the time, and my opinion of it has kind of only either stayed the same or gone up. Because the multiplayer for 5's multiplayer was really good. The campaign was like 2 hours, and it was like, huh. And you couldn't play it co-op? Like, hello? What? Fucking bonkers. Like, I mean, I think it wasn't, I don't know if it was 2 hours, but it was short. It was short. It might have been like 5. It might have been like 5. Wait, How long is the Halo 5? Oh, it says 8. Really? Well, I guess it says it's about the same time. Maybe it just depends on how good you are. Yeah, I guess maybe it depends on how well you know it. Local co-op. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of games that still have it. I feel like the thing in general is that developers are making less of the popular games as co-op. Because it's like Souls-like's local co-op doesn't really work that well. And like all the battle royale craze, local co-op you could probably do in split screen, I bet. But like maybe I shouldn't have closed that. But like I play I did used to do a lot of local co-op FPS with my dad. And I guess Halo stopped doing local co-op, but they also stopped making like Halo games too. Yeah, Halo 3 co-op is glorious. With the Arbiter. Chief and the Arbiter, classic stuff. But yeah, no, so I've played I think all of the Halo games that are available as co-op with my dad, which is pretty sick. Even ODST, which was the funny thing is, I remember ODST being rough because there was this one mission where you had to like take a picture of like a power line or something, and we spent like an hour stuck when there weren't even any enemies. We were like, what the fuck are we doing? It was that was rough, but it wasn't even like combat related. But I didn't like I think the hard thing is ODST was really hyped up. People were like, oh my god, it's so good, and I was like, oh. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but I do miss that co-op stuff. But like I feel like I have never played a Call of Duty not even once. So like to me, when people talk about like co-op shooters, I'm like, well, no one really makes those anymore, but I guess they make a Call of Duty every 30 seconds. So game series is getting a reboot. Historically, it's popular because of local co-op, and they ended up taking local co-op out of the reboot. Does it have a name? School starts in 11 hours. It's 2:50 a.m. right now. Cool. It is 11:51 a.m. for me, and my school starts in never. So but anyway, I do still play local co-op with my sister. But like we play stuff like golf with friends, Overcooked. Well, let's see what not getting over it. It Takes Two. You kind of just have to like play a different genre now, I feel like. Dragon Ball Budokai series. Oh yeah, I have. I don't know Dragon Ball. I know a lot of anime. I've never watched Dragon Ball, so that's one of my notable anime. Like I'm like, oh, I don't, Dragon Ball and One Piece. I have don't know very well. First day of school of the year. Wait, what? Really? in March. Holy shit. That's interesting. Whoa. Interesting. Well, I think the hard thing for me is
battery low.
Oh, okay. Hello. Apparently the battery's low. I must not have plugged in my headset last night. Whoops. As far as so like anime came into my life very late. And so it's really hard to, you know, yeah, sorry, that was me. I must not have plugged it in last night. Oops. And so it's kind of like, right, it's like, because Dragon Ball and like One Piece and stuff are such long-running things that carry such nostalgia for people that were watching it, you know, like as they grew up. And so as far as someone getting into something and going in and, you know, right, going and looking at shows and things is like, oh, hey, there's this kind of, you know, currently airing or 24 episode complete show that there are a bunch of those that I would probably rather watch than like go and watch 3,000 episodes of X, Y, or Z, you know? Rest in peace, Matt Pat. I mean, Matt Pat's not dead. They have moved on from the platform. Game theory. Yes, it's true. I don't think I would say rest in peace. I would say like thank you for your service. But I'm glad they weren't a slave to something they no longer were passionate about. Yeah, because I think is it? Are they still doing stuff? Is there a team that's I don't actually know. Naruto and Dragon Ball. Yeah, so I've watched the first season of Naruto. Like I watched the first show. I watched Naruto. I haven't watched like the Shippuden stuff. Like I watched like the first 80 episodes of Naruto and was like, oh, yeah. But yeah, no, it's like I was able to get through that. Yeah, okay. No, I was like, I feel like he had set up because there's other people. I only watched when it was just like him, but I know that I'd seen some other stuff with like other people. I was like, other people? What? Weird. But I know that like Naruto and Dragon Ball or like One Piece, Bleach are ones that more of the old school fans were of. And so it's like, I generally watch more of just like the newer things. I don't, and in general, I don't love a lot of, well, nah. Yeah, the more niche stuff. What does more niche mean? Is that like, I don't know. I do watch a decent amount of anime these days, but watching the old stuff is harder, especially because it looks pretty crunchy too. I did do a stream a while back that was I have a My Anime list. Actually, let's see, of all the shows that I've watched and my scores of them. Let's see. browser notifications. Friend request. Where's my Mecha. Oh yeah, I have my I think does Darling the Franxx technically count? It's sort of mecha adjacent, right? It's not like Gundam, but I think it's close. I think that's the closest thing I've seen. I did play Armored Core, but that's definitely the closest, like, actual to mech. But as far as like anime, wait, where's interwebs? Boom. Yeah, got my anime list. Why are these? Oh, because they're in progress. Oh, I did finish that. Damn. Well, you can tell when I made this list. Did you just guys didn't finish that? What should I sort by score? Oh yeah. Gurren Lagann. I have heard good things about it. I've not watched that one. Damn, what? My tens are such a. Oh, my birdie wing. Yeah, I mean FMAB is so this is what I always say, because when people ask what's your favorite anime, I'm like, my favorite, like, vibes, I just like it, is SAO. Doesn't mean it's good, but like FMAB is just like I don't think there is a more perfect anime. Like, it's got everything. Yeah, Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time, dude, that show is so good. It has no right being as good as it is. Oh yeah, Alicization goes hard. Alicization goes hard. I don't think I put it as high. Where I did SAO2, I said was a 9. Where Alicization has got to be somewhere around here. Did I wait, or did I not rank it? Oh, Ordinal Scale I said was an 8. Wait. Oh, there's Alicization. It was also a 9. I was like, no way. It's. I'm like, it's gotta be a 9. Yeah, I said 9 for Alicization. Serenade was also really good. Great Piano is great too. Oh, House Husband, so good. Why did I didn't put this as a 10? Interesting. Interesting. Hey, there's Naruto. I would say Naruto is an 8. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wow, I said Danmachi was an 8. Ordinal Scale was the movie, yes. It's the movie that is set before Alicization, but after SAO2. I did have to finally go watch that. But it's because then there's also the new series of movies, like the Aria of a Starless Night stuff with the Asuna movies. But I've only seen the first one of that. I don't think it's on this list. Vinland Saga. Oh yeah. I mean, now we go. Let's see. Where's like the bottom of the list? Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, it's well, Platinum End. Fuck, that shit suck. Wave. Do you like slice of stuff more? Well, I don't like slice of life. And I would say the same thing, but like I do like rom-com stuff. Like, because slice of life to me is like this, like when I hear it, it's just like, it's just three girls who are friends and they go to the store and they buy stuff, and I'm like, yeah, not for me. But like Dress Up Darling, or let's see, where's like is because even like Run with the Wind it's a show about running. That's sports, Food Wars, sport anime. House Husband, right? It's a like romance comedy, Spy Family comedy, family. Because I'm like Toradora rom-com, Food Wars sport. Monster Musume is Food Wars sport. I'm looking for like where's rental Kanojo. I'm like, cause I also don't enjoy slice of life. But like I will watch a romance anime. Yes, I'm Darling and Horimiya. Those are good ones. Cause technically they're right, but then I'm like, to me, slice of life is shows that are just about everyday booping about, doing random stuff. Whereas Horimiya and Dress Up Darling to me are romance anime. They might be in regular real life with no extra hubbity bubbity blah, but like, to me, they're both still romance. And so the interesting thing is the character relationship. Especially like, so, because one of the things I think of a lot of, because that's why they aren't boring to me, is you're like, oh my god, the will they, won't they, or whatever. Also, because one of the things I think of a lot is, with specifically rental Kanojo, Rent a Girlfriend, it's a quote I remember because me and my sister were watching it, and I was like, it's the, you get to an end of an episode and then there's like, oh my god, wait, that girl's gonna tell that person something. And because like the stakes of the anime are basically, right, like guy rents a girlfriend, pretends he has a girlfriend, and the stakes of the anime are like, oh no, what if someone at school finds out that it's not a real girlfriend? Or the big one is like, what if their grandmas find out they aren't actually dating? And that's like, that's the stakes. And I just remember being like, right, you go like, oh my god, but if they say, and then I'm like, I remember saying the stakes have never been lower, because you're watching stuff as it comes out, and one of them, they're like, I'm fighting for the fate of the world or the fate of the universe. If we don't do this thing or beat this guy, everyone dies. And then the show is like, our grandmas might know we're not really dating. And in some ways, it was almost more intense. It was like, oh my god, I can't believe that's, and so it's like, it's like, the stakes have never been lower, but it doesn't mean it's less engaging. So that's why I think they're not exactly slice of life, maybe, I don't know. Anticipation annoying. Well, that, depends. Whereas like, cause this one's like the first season is definitely just like fake dating. Like all drama, but then it does like season 2 is more like, come on, why aren't you together? But yeah, different kind of vibes. Whereas like, but like, especially like something like, Dress Up Darling is especially good because it doesn't even do like the get together. It's just like, it's just so cute. It doesn't matter. It's so good. Yeah, that's me, maybe. Yeah. Anime. It's good stuff. I like anime. Uh oh. So you're like, I don't watch Slice of Life, but I watched Clanad. Cause I've seen like 3 episodes of Clanad. I saw 1 episode from the first season with the girl with the starfish or whatever. And then I saw the last arc, which was really depressing. I just saw the like single father depressive cycle. And I was like, what is this? Clanad was mostly just me walking by the TV and just people sitting on the couch crying and blowing their nose, and I was like, what are you guys doing? And like, don't worry about it, this is fine. I was like, what? Hello? But I because as far as I'm aware, the first season was just like people going to school, slice of life. But then season 2 was like, what if we tackle the mental emotional stress of living life? Yeah. And I mean, dude, one of the anime that made me cry the most was JoJo JoJo Part 3 Stardust Crusaders. Oh my god, dude. That was Part 3, right? I think that's gotta be, yeah, because yeah. I'm not into JoJo. Wait. You're not into JoJo, but you've seen it? I don't, to me there's like 3 categories. There's 9, maybe there's 4. 4 is JoJo, what's that? So the second category is JoJo, yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. I've watched JoJo, I am into JoJo, and 4, which is like poses ominously. Oh, you only seen 1 part. Damn, that's impressive. Oh. Huh. Interesting. You even tried part 2? Battle Tendency? Young Joseph Joestar? I guess it doesn't have stands. Maybe that's... Part 4 is hard to get into. Because you watched all of part 3. And that's interesting. Because some of the parts are different, but part 3 is really good. Part 2 is still my favorite. Oh, I've only seen the first half of Stone Ocean because I watched the first half, but they aired the season, it like split, and then I forgot to come back for the second one. Part 4 is my least favorite. It was a lot more slice of life than the other shows. since that was harder. Part 4 was not my favorite. Josuke, he was okay, but it was a little more slow paced slice of life. I did have some good characters though. Like Rohan is great, and like the chef that feeds you stuff that fucks you up but heals you eventually. But dude, young Joseph Joestar, Caesar, that's good shit. That's good. Oh, I'm dead. No, Smokey. So good. Holy shit, son of a bitch. Oh, Joseph Joestar is peak anime. He's the greatest. Oh yeah, they do like their music references for sure. Their bands, their Hot Chili Peppers, their like almost, I think it's like, is there any stand name that isn't, I mean, I guess like Hermit Purple, the Stardust Crusaders, their stands are sort of tarot card related. Star Platinum. Zawardo. So those ones not so much, but like almost all the other parts, the powers are all exclusively music related. Good stuff. I mean, it's all of the I don't even the side characters, right? It's like even like in like Whole Horse, right? I don't think there were any stands in part 3 that weren't part of the tarot. Because they only in later parts do they start having stands that aren't tarot related, like part 4. But they might have moves. I'm sure there are references. Like I bet the names of the characters, some of them are probably. But I think like no, it's like because like immediately in part 4 there's, you know, it's like the what's it's like, you know, bad company is there's someone, their stand is like worse company or something. After that, and then because that one is like the Hot Chili Peppers one, or just called Chili Peppers or something. After that, all of a sudden all of them are named after music, songs, bands, groups, etc., etc. Oh, JoJo's. Oh, JoJo's. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's been a while. I think it's almost time to rewatch part 3. I rewatched part 2 not too long ago. But it's probably almost time for part 3. I never thought I would get attached to that dog, that damn farting dog, Iggy. But they proved me wrong. Not really for you. Interesting. You have some eclectic tastes. So you probably like Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's like another mecha adjacent. Still not the same. It's like that one feels like it's much closer to like the Franks, because it's not like your spaceship battle tiramisu or Gundam 1 through 300, but that's probably the mecha genre, right? one of the best openings of all time. Song goes so hard. Never finished the original. All the movies. Okay. Not bad. I have also, I mean, I've seen like the first episode of Evangelion. Not trying to be a hipster. I feel like sort of the hipster vibe is like Evangelion was the greatest anime of all time. I also like, as far as like anime hipster, also probably, I don't know if, I feel like anime hipsters are people, or like, as far as like the new guard of people are like, oh my god, Attack on Titan is the greatest story of all time. And you just like, oh my god, it is like the Game of Thrones of anime. I don't know. I feel like if you're being like mainstream and stuff, that's like all they know is watch Attack on Titan, eat hot chip and lie. I'm not one. I watched the first season of Attack on Titan and was like, anyway. I didn't. It's got good pacing. Oh. Was popular because it's popular? Ah, I see. Then I'm probably more of a hipster. I like Attack on Titan less because it is popular. Because like it's moment to moment action and intrigue is good, but like its overall plot is like not very good in my opinion. And people are like, oh my god, it's genius. And I'm like, we can realize that they didn't have any of this planned, right? Like this is, yeah, I'm like, they're like, this grand plan. I'm like, no, this author did not know what they were, they're just pulling stuff out of their ass, which is fine. It's fun, but like, this was not like, and also like the overall story about like genocide and time travel and stuff is like, ooh, like, it's pretty weird. I don't know. And it's like, you can like whatever you want, but like, let's not go too far. Cause it's like, I take issue when it's like, if you're like, oh my god, I love it so much. It's just, I'm like, I'm so happy that you love that. It's like, it's so cool that you're like, I love it so much. It's just so good, and Levi is so cool. And it's like, yeah, he is cool. But then if you're like, oh my god, this is such a masterpiece. I'm like, whoa, hey now. Yeah, like, don't just throw that around now. Yeah, I know, it's like, oh my god, it's so good. And I'm like, wait, hey, if we're gonna start bringing in like writing and story, and you're like being like, this is like just better, and I'm like, yeah, no, I mean, like, I think, right, like, I do think the author had plans, and there was some good story arcs, and it just dissolves the longer you go, I feel, right? They start, the plot, right, like, the whole going to the basement thing, I think they didn't know it was in the basement. I think they didn't know it was in the basement until they got there in the manga. Like, I think they had to come up with that shit, and they just put it off too long, and then they were like, I can't. nothing's gonna live up to the hype. So then they're like, what if I just like, yeah, I don't, it's, you know, it's fine. It's cool. It's good. It's very entertaining. Like I've watched some episodes with people when I'm around and I'm like, it's fun to watch. And it's just like, I know. And I feel like the plot twist stuff is cool. When there is lead up, right? Like, but when after a couple plot twists that come out of literally nowhere, and it's like, having a couple right off the bat that you can't see coming are cool, where it's like, what? He's a Titan, but he died. What? But then it's like, once you do a couple of those, you're like, well, hey, you can't just keep doing that. It's kind of like the M. Night Shyamalan trying to recreate some of the things where it's like, the best plot twists are ones where there's evidential lead up. But once you start doing ones where it just does something random, you're like, no, hey, no, that doesn't work. Nuh-uh. Well, you can't just, but you didn't see the oogas boogas? I made up the thing. Actually, you were dead all along. And if you can look back and go, yo, but like in Attack on Titan, you were like, this thing, and you look back and you're like, well, I mean, I guess that could fit here. But it's not like there were clues or anything that changes. And you're like, but what if he's actually been connected to the thing? And it's like, well, okay. So we're just doing whatever now, which is fine, but it's not like it's like, oh, it's so good. It's like Platinum End. I hate Platinum End so much. The show is the worst. It's an anime I regret watching. Ugh. Yeah. Some good, some bad anime, but if you need to see me rant about any anime stuff, I do have a video on my anime playlist, my anime list. I don't know where the play came from there. Spider-Man sucked. That show is bad, and also kind of problematic, because, like, you know, having shows with different messages is good, but like maybe let's not like incentivize people to kill themselves. Maybe not. I'm like, I don't know if that's controversial. But maybe don't encourage suicide, perhaps, maybe, or glorify, perhaps, maybe. I'm not, you know, like, because like that's fair. I would hope so. Because it's like, yeah, no, you're like, good, encouraging kids to be the next pirate king of the world, follow your dream stuff. Good. Being like, hey kids, to be the pro tag in this show, you should kill yourself. And it's like, oh, hey, no, bad. What? Yeah. Yep. But on that glorious, gleeful, joyous note, I think it's about time to end today's short Sunday stream. SMH. I thought SMH for the longest time. I didn't know what it stood for. Because sometimes acronyms on the internet, like, and so it's like shaking my head. I thought it was like suck my hole. I don't know. It's funny because a lot of times when someone uses an acronym I don't know, what I will do is I'll just like fill in the blanks and be like, suck my hole. And normally, if you do that, someone's like, no, no, silly, it's shaking my head. But unfortunately, if it's something that's ubiquitous enough like that, you're like, well, everyone knows that. Because someone would say that, and I would be like, suck my hole. And then no one would say anything, or they just move on, or be like, ha ha ha. And I'm like, no, never. Okay. I'm like, I guess I'll just have to look it up. But normally people are like, it stands for this, but then sometimes people don't, and it's like, okay. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for stopping by today, my guy. Always appreciated. Always appreciated. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I know, being silly, but also comedy through text and online is very hard. Especially like that's something I'm becoming to like try and become aware of. Is that a lot of times I read chat very straight, like in just like a, and then I'll be like, because I think that was. Be like, oh my god, your Chronic Tree Sentinel's my favorite boss. And I was like, what the fuck? Why would you say that? And you're like, no, I was being funny. And it's like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. But it's because it's like, it's so much harder to get through text because someone was like, oh my god, I loved your Chronic Tree Sentinel so much. It's my favorite boss. And I'd be like, haha, yes, me too. But because it's up to my brain to like read the message correctly, and so I think I end up basically assuming like kind of literal monotone for most messages, which then does leave out a lot of positive or negative connotations or inflections and stuff, which is something I'm trying to figure out. Yeah. I don't like even with emojis get more and more complicated these days because the kids keep using emojis for different things. The kids, the younglings, and it's like, well, actually, laughing crying face means this, and it's like, what? It's a face. It means the emotion on the face, and you're like, no, skull means funny. And I'm like, I think it's good. It's like, oh, yo, I'm dead. But it's like, someone was like, no, skull means laughing crying, and I'm like, no, it doesn't. Those are two different emojis. Laughing, crying, and yo, I'm so dead are similar, but different. Yeah, exactly. It's like, yo, I'm dead. But like, someone was like, no, it means laughing, crying. I'm like, nuh-uh, uh-oh. I'm like, the younger generations are getting continually more mixed up. Cause like, I'm like, that is not what that was. Skull does not mean laughing, crying face. Skull is like, yo, I'm fucking dead. Like, yo, that's so funny. But it's not like, you know, they're different. You can't. Oh. You know, because that's an interesting pairing, because I think that is because that is crying and a skull, which is like, it's so funny, I'm so dead. But yet it also, that one, is that like, I'm actually crying, someone's dead? I don't know. I've never seen the skull used literally. But the crying face, specifically, it's not even laughing crying, I don't think, unless this is what the YouTube laughing crying looks like. That is the hard thing with the different emojis that can be different on, God, that's a whole game, is people send chats and then it's like, what did they mean? What did those emojis mean? I've been like trying to decipher. Oof. Damn. It just feels like when you're dealing with serious stuff, emojis don't really seem like something you'd send when someone actually died. Your aunt skull emoji, and you're like, yo, Lamau, and they're like, what the fuck? Yikes. Emojis are hard. Communication's hard. I'm working on it. We're all working on it. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much to everyone who stopped by today, whether or not you're here now or long gone. And also, thank you in general to everyone who stops by anytime, especially if you like to subscribe and hang out. 303 indeed. Yes, that's a lot of people, and that's a lot of meaningful people, especially if we're talking about getting to 300. If you subtracted all the people that showed up today, we would not be even close to 300. I mean, we'd probably be somewhere around like 290, but like still, like every single one, very important. So thank you again, especially not only for today, but for the long run in general. I hope I'll see you all around again soon. Bye bye for now.